ॐ गणपतये नमः। ॐ सरस्वते नमः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय। ॐ नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय। ॐ नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय। निवर्तस्वान्धकारात्वं सर्वदेवस्वरूपिणे भक्तप्रियाय दिव्याय नित्यानन्दाय ते नमः। श्रीगुरुम् अग्रणीशिष्य स्तोत्रियं ब्रह्मवित्तमं नमामि तुलसी माता योगिनी ज्ञानदायिनी। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। In the last talk, we dealt with the first two lines in the Chidakasha Geeta. I will read first few lines in the text. The text we are referring is, which is published by Tulas Amma in 1927, called Atma Prabhava by Anandashram, Mangalore. Though there are many interpretations, many editions in other language, we are sticking on to the original text to maintain the originality. ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಾತ್ಮ, ನಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಪ್ನ ಸುಷುಪ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸದಾ ನಿದ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರದು, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರ ಎಂತ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯವೇ. These are the few lines where Jnani Lakshana is told, because the Lakshana of a Jnani is the destination of a sadhaka. Siddhasya Lakshanam sadhagasya sadhana. So sadhaka sadhana is on what? Siddhasya Lakshana. The destination is this. So knowing the destination clearly is very important, and that is why I may go in slightly more detail while explaining these few lines. That is Jnani Lakshana, and that is our destination. So in the last talk we saw ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಾತ್ಮ. As I told you, we should learn to take the implied meaning, then the direct meaning. So ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ should not be interpreted as jnanis are mindless. That is wrong. Jnanis have a pure mind. Mano hi dividam proktam shuddham cha shuddhameva cha ashuddham kama sangalpam shuddham kama vivarjitam. There are two types of mind, Shuddha and Ashuddha. Ashuddha means Kama Sankalpa. It has a lot of desires. Mind runs after that only. But Shuddha is Kama Vivarjita. It is not running after anything in the material world, because it tries to see beyond the material world. And that is the pure mind, Shuddha mind. So when it is told Jnanigalige Manasilla, understand that it is a Shuddha mind. It is not the Ashuddha aspect of the mind. It's a pure mind. Jnani is a pure mind, so he can see things beyond this world. ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ Samatma. So for Jnani, the same Lord exists everywhere. Wherever he sees same Lord everywhere. So everything is same for him. Never matters whether it's a dog or a cow or an elephant or a pandita or a pamara. It never matters. It is one and same for him, which is also explained in detail in the last talk. The next line is Nidre Swapna Sushupti Illa. When we tell Nidre Swapna Sushupti Illa, if it is implied meaning, it talks about the Avastatraya aspect of a Mahatma. A Mahatma is beyond the Avastas. What are the Avastas? Jagra, Swapna, and Sushupti. And here Bhagavan has told Nidre Swapna Sushupti Illa. So he has not Jagrat here. The reason being that for a Mahatma, whatever activity a normal man does in the waking state is a desire fulfilling thing. Understood? He wants to fulfill something, he wants to achieve something, he wants to enjoy something. He runs after something which is really night for a Jnani. Jnani did not give any importance to all that actually. So that is why Nidra. So it is the waking, dream, and sleep state are the three avastas. A Jnani don't have these three avastas. Let us understand a bit in detail. If you really want to know scientific analysis of this, you have to go through Mandukya Kariga. That is a high-end section Vedanta. I'm not covering that today, but I try to explain this using some other section Vedanta. When you tell Jagra, Swapna, and Sushupti as Avastatraya, I need to explain you what are three bodies, Shariratraya we have. We have three bodies, and Jagra, Swapna, and Sushupti is related to three bodies. We have a gross body, we have a subtle body, and we have a causal body. Gross body is that Annamaya Kosha, what we can perceive. Gross body is made of Panja Mahabhuta, five elements in the grossified form. Since it is in the grossified form, we can perceive that, we can touch it, and we can feel it. And it is the body is because of your good deeds in the past. Because getting Manushya body is not easy. It because of good deeds in the past, and it is a counter of Sukha and Dukkha. We enjoy and suffer the world through this body. Right? It is Sukha, Dukkha, Bhoga, Ayatanam. And what is the nature of the body? There are sixfold changes happening in the body. Asti, Jayate, Vartate, Virinamate, Avakshiyate, Vinasthati iti. These are the sixfold changes happening in the body. First, it is Asti. It exists in the mother's womb. Jayate. Then it takes birth. Vartate. Then it grows. Then Viparinamate. Then it matures. Then Apakshiyate. It starts decaying. And Vinasthati. Finally, it dies. It came from Panchamahabhuta. It is going to merge back in Panchamahabhuta. That is why death is called as Panjaptam Apu. The five gross elements going back to the original place. And that is called death. So gross body is made out of all this. It is a counter for Sukha Dukkha Ayatana. And we can perceive, we can touch and feel the gross body. And you can see all instruments are fitted in the gross body. You can see eyes are fitted in the gross body, ear, mouth, everything is fitted in the gross body. But it cannot function just with the gross body. It is an instrument fitted on the gross body. And supporting the gross body comes the subtle body. Gross body in Sanskrit is called as Stula Sharira, and subtle body is called as Sushma Sharira. Again, Sushma Sharira is again made of 5 elements, but they are not grossified. They are in the form of tanmatras. They are in the form of tanmatras only, so you cannot feel it first. And it consists of 17 things: 5 Jnanendriya, 5 Karmendriya, 5 Pranas, and Mana and Buddhi forms a part of subtle body. What are the Karmendriya and Jnanendriya? Jnanendriya means organs of perception. Sotram, Chak, Chakshu, Rathanam, Prana. The ear, the skin, the eye, the tongue, the nose. And we perceive the world through these 5 instruments. So that gives knowledge to the mind. Huh? This is the chief information officer giving feedback to the mind. Okay. Sotram, Chak, Chakshu, Rasanam, and Jnana. And mind commands, and the organs of action, the karmendriya comes into action. What are the karmendriyas? Vak, Pani, Padam, Payu, and Upastha are the karmendriyas. One is a speech. Huh? You speak. That is karmendriya. You lift things with hand. That's again karmendriya. And you move, locomotion, with the leg. And the anus, waste goes out of that anus. And upastha, the genital organ. These form the karmendriyas. The lord for speech is fire. That's called, we call the fairy speech, right? It talks like that. And lord for the hand is Indra. Lord for the leg is Vishnu, that is locomotion. And Lord for anus is who? Mrityu. All waste goes out to that. It's called Mrityu. And Lord for genitals is Prajapati. So this is how the Karmendriyas are classified. And there are also 5 pranas. Those who do Naivedya to Bhagavan, you see the priest always standing like this. Om Pranaya Swaha, Apanaya Swaha, Vyanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha, Samanaya Swaha. These are 5 pranas. So later will come in Chidakasha Geeta, I'll go in more detail about 5 pranas, maybe more number of pranas are there. I'll get into that at that time. Then the mind and intellect form the part of subtle body. Because without the mind and intellect and the subtle body, none of the activities can happen in the gross body. All perception and action happens because of the mind and intellect acting and commanding these instruments. And that is how it works. So gross body is made up of grossified homophily elements, and subtle body is made of tanmatras. Then comes the causal body. Causal body is made out of nothing. It is only ignorance. It is dark. It is only ignorance. It is only all your vasanas in the seed form. All your vasanas in the unmanifest forms forms the causal body. And causal body is called as Karana Sharira. Karana Sharira means reason. Because causal body is the reason for subtle body and the gross body. Because to execute the will of the causal body, it shapes a subtle body, and subtle body, based on the functions, it orders a gross body. It orders a gross body, and that is how these 3 are connected. Subtle body, the causal body is the reason for the subtle body and the gross body. So these are called as Sariratraya. Now comes the Avastatraya. Let us talk about the waking state. In the waking state, gross body, subtle body, and causal body is in full action. Huh? Is in full action. Now there are a lot of perception at that time, and there are a lot of activities happening at that time, and you enjoy or suffer. It depends in the waking state. Always it goes up. Enjoyment. So you have kartrutva and bhoktrutva. You enjoy or suffer in the waking state, and you have kartrutva. You are the actor there. Huh? You are acting there. So if you do a criminal act in the gross body in the waking state, you may go to jail also. You know, that is about the gross body. In the gross body, there is kartatva and bhakta. So in Kaivalya Upanishad, the Rishi tells, Saiva Maya Parimohitatma Shariramastaya Karoti Sarvam Sriyannapanati Vikitra Bhogehe Saiva Jagrat Paritruptimete. And what happens in the waking state? The consciousness acts through vasanas, ignorance, and that from the jiva. When the consciousness acts through the vasanas or avidya, that forms the jiva. And for jiva only, wherever there is vasana, there is a subtle body, there is a gross body. And wherever the vasana, when the consciousness acts through that, the jiva is formed. And all the three bodies are meant for jiva to experience its impressions, past impressions, to go through the past impressions. And all our past impressions and vasanas are not going to fade out by enjoyment because our vasanas are like Rakta Bijasura. When you execute one vasana, 10 more will develop. Understood? When you want 1 lakh rupees, when you get it, you are not contented. You want 10 lakhs. When you get 10 lakhs, still you are not contented. You want 1 crore. And the Bhagavan has created number as infinite. So your desires are also infinite. So vasana don't end just like that because vasana is ignorance. Ignorance will go on adding, adding, and adding. So when the consciousness acts through Maya, that from the Jiva, wherever there is Jiva Bhava, these three kind of states are also applicable: waking, dream, and sleep. So, Saeva Maya Parimohitatma, you are being deluded by Maya. You are being deluded by Maya. So, what Maya does? Maya covers the truth and projects something else. It covers the real truth and projects something else. I'll give an example. There is a black iron ball. You kept in identity is a black iron bar. It is actually cool. You kept in fire for a long, long time. When it comes out, it looks like a fireball. It emits heat. It looks like a fireball. The color is different, and you are not going to believe that it was a black iron ball. Tapta Pindavata. It is Tapta Pinda. It is a fireball already. So, like this, Maya deludes, covers the truth, and projects something else and make you to believe that. And that is how we are not deluded. So, in the waking state, all are deluded, all are hypnotized. So, Saiva Maya, Parimohitatma, that has deluded you. Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. You conclude that my bodily enjoyment is everything. So, body runs for enjoyment. What kind of enjoyment? Sriyannapanati vichitra bhogehi. The body wants the enjoyment with opposite sex. And it wants food and drinks of many times, many types. And that is why people are running after. People are essentially running after for all this. Remaining all are natak. Is it not? So that is the waking state. So waking state there is kartritva and bhoktritva. So you are responsible for your action. So when you come to dream state, your consciousness The light of consciousness acts through subtle body, and gross body is folded at that time. The gross body is no more working that time. It acts through subtle body. Swapne sajiva sugadukha bhokta samayaya kalpita jiva logi. The mind projects its own world. The mind projects its own world and you enjoy or suffer during the dream state. But in the dream state, everything is real, right? In the dream state, everything seems to be real. But what is happening? The mind is projecting its own world within, and you are in the world and you are experiencing something there. Maybe the impressions which you created in the past life or in the waking state. It is one of that. But whenever you see that, there is an effect of that. Understood? So even you can tell that a dream state is not there, it can also spoil you sometimes. You know, one fellow was sleeping on a bed. He saw somebody is chasing him and he got afraid and fell down from the bed. And next day he was in hospital with a broken leg. Huh? Though the dream was untrue, the effect is true. Understood? The dream was untrue. The tiger was chasing him, something like that, in the dream, and he was afraid. He fell down. And next day he was in hospital with a big bandage. So dream has also value that way. But in dream state, there is only bhoktrutva. There is no kartrutva in dream state. You are not acting. Your gross body is unfolded. Your gross body is no more acting. Your karmendra is no more acting. The gross body is completely unfolded. There is only bhoktrutva at the time of dream. And that is why if you commit a crime in dream, there is no action taken against you. Nobody takes action against you because it's not valid actually. It is your murder, that's all. When the self acts through causal body, that is called as a deep sleep state. In deep sleep state, the gross body is unfolded, the subtle body is unfolded. There is only ignorance in seed form, which is dark. Ignorance in seed form, which is dark. So dream will not disturb you, and action will not disturb you, and it's totally blank. Everything is covered by darkness at that time. Everything is covered by darkness. When ignorance, it is full of ignorance, and ignorance is not non-divine. Understood? Everybody is ignorance of different things, but ignorance is same. Causal body is a bundle of ignorance, and when the self acts through subtle body, a causal body, that is called as a deep sleep state. So you don't know how long you slept. You don't know how long you slept, and finally you get up and you tell that I had a nice sleep. In dream also, yesterday night, I had a great dream. A great Mahatma came in my dream. That's good. If that happened, this is good actually. Mahatma comes to dream. That's very good. Good karma. That is right. Okay. And in the waking state, you enjoy a lot of things. So in the waking state, you enjoyed. You remember. In the dream state, you saw the dream. In the sleep state, you are telling, I had a nice sleep. That means you are different from all this. You are neither the gross body or the waker, nor the subtle body or the dreamer, nor the causal body or the deep sleeper. You are different. You are a witness of all these things. And still you are deluded and calling yourself as I am that body. And you are not that body. Understood? It different from you. It is an object for you. The body is an object for you. Everything in the world is an object for you, like that body is an object for you. So these are the three states. Subtle body is made of ignorance. It is full of darkness. Ignorance is anadi. Ignorance has no beginning, but ignorance has an end. When ignorance has an end, when all vasanas are burned through knowledge and the Guru's grace, when entire vasanas are burned through knowledge and Guru's grace, the ignorance has ended. And subtle body can no more damage you. Huh? For such a person, when the ignorance has ended, the deep sleep aspect is gone, the Karana Sharira aspect is gone, the influence of Karana Sharira in the subtle body and the gross body is also gone. In that case, for a Jnani, enjoy in the light of bliss, in the light of knowledge only, because under darkness in him has gone through the Jnana, through the fire of Jnana, through the grace of the Guru, the subtle body function has ended. Then the, the causal body function ended. The subtle body and the gross body remains, then to execute some divine will or to finish his bit of prarabdha left, whatever it is. So such a Mahatma has no action to do in this earth. He has no selfish motive. He sees same Lord everywhere. So he loves everything. And whatever he does is because of love only. Understood? It is the love is not because of ego. He is not partial. It is same for all. He does activity for the integrity of society. And that is what he does. And that is why a Jnani is beyond Avastatraya. Because Avastatraya is there when there is only three bodies. When the ignorance is there, that creates subtle body and the gross body, then applicable. When the knowledge burns the ignorance out, the effect of subtle body is over, then naturally the Jnani enjoys only the light of the Atman, the bliss of the Atman throughout, and the bliss of the Atman only enlivens the waker, dreamer, and sleeper. The I who enjoy the sleep, I who enjoy the dream, I who enjoy the waking state is different from all this. And a Jnani knows it is that one awareness, it is that one consciousness, it is that one bliss, and I am with that. For such a person, these three states are not applicable. Now, what makes one get up in a deep sleep state also? Why a person is not going into deep sleep always? He gets up after some time. Why? I'll give an example. Suppose you write civil service examination, IAS examination. You're very happy, right? Mains is good and the interview was good. Chairman was impressed with my answer. I saw his body language. And that was getting into your mind, getting into your mind always. And you know, tomorrow is the result of 10 o'clock is the result. UPS is going to announce my result. Now tell me, are you going to sleep on that day night? You will not sleep. You will see your watch 100 times. Sometimes in some cases we see, right, WhatsApp message throughout night. Sometimes, I don't know when it is, it happens. So like that it is. Your vasana has urge to enjoy the world. And that makes you to get up. Punashjanmantarkarma yoga saeva jiva saviti prabuddha. A person who sleeps can get up as a dreamer or a waker. As a dreamer or a waker. Because the dream and waking state are both because of your vasana. So you may experience one of this. After deep sleep, you may be again dreaming, or you may even get up just to execute few things. And Mahatma has nothing like that. He has no deep sleep at all because the causal body aspect is gone. So he enjoys in the light of the bliss. The body in that case is for namesake. And whatever action he does, it will be good only. The good action. He cannot do any bad action. Because once you are a Jnani, you cannot go back to state of Ajnana. It will come later in Chidakasha Geeta and in that time. A Jnani cannot be an Ajnani. Jnani is not like a post of minister, right? If you are a minister, then you are not there. It is not like that. Once you are a Jnani, you are a Jnani. You are in the bliss always. Gone. It's over. The ignorance is over. So this is about the brief analysis of waking, dream, and the sleep state. Again, you get up. The cycle continues, and continues. Avidya leads to kama. Kama leads to karma. Karma again is avidya. So the do loop continues. Avidya kama karma. Avidya kama karma. Avidya kama karma. Start with ignorance, then desire, then karma. Ignorance, desire, and karma. So in Vedanta, we call this as Hridaya Grandhi, knot of the heart. It is called as knot of the heart, Hridaya Grandhi. The purpose of sadhana is to remove the knot of the heart, Hridaya Grandhi. That means what? Removal of causal body. Is it not? Avidya. Because avidya, from the ignorance comes desire. From the desire comes action. From the action against that ignorance. Again desire, again action. The do loop goes and goes and goes on. That is Punarnipa Jananam, Punarnipa Maranam. It continues. And once you come out of that, then you are waking up to that supreme awareness. Awaken to the supreme awareness, supreme consciousness. And it is complete jnana. It is complete jnana. There is no place of ignorance. And that is the state of a jnani. And such a jnani will not have something like a waking, dream, and sleep state because there is no vasana. So when there is no vasana, where is the dream? And where is the desire for something in the waking state? That is not there for him. I think this much is enough. Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.